The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales. Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Drew Misita, Oak Forest Academy, head of school and head football coach.
Drew, thank you for letting me be here today, driving up from Baton Rouge. And,
we appreciate you.
I want to say this before we start. I stopped and got breakfast in Maymeet, and I met 7, I call old timers, that look like they're locking it down with all the sports stuff.
No doubt, no doubt.
One's a city councilman, and one guy's brother used to own the restaurant in town.
Well, you either went to Master Chef or you went to the donut
Master
place.
Chef.
There you go. So I know it's 2 places.
I learned more about A-Meat than I thought I knew already, but I learned way more today.
That's some good guys. Every now and then I'll go visit them if I need to get a history lesson or something like that. So I wanted to come here, and we've always promoted Oak Forest. Yes, sir.
And just so people that are watching, if you're familiar with the LHSA, Class 1A to 5A, Oak Forest is in the MAIS League, which is not the LHSA. And people who don't understand that, I want to kind of let you give a chance to explain the district you're in, the class you're in, and how the playoffs work, because y'all have Mississippi schools in it.
Yep. So we're in the MIS, which is the Mid-South Association of Independent Schools. It was the MPSA, the Mississippi Private School Association, for a long time. We've been in this association for 30 plus years. And, we started back in the LISA, back in the Louisiana Independent School Association days, back in the 70s. But we compete against other teams in Louisiana, whether it's Silliman Institute, Bowling Green, and then obviously when you go down up 55, you got your Parkland Academies, Copiah Academies, Brookhaven Academy, a lot of schools in Jackson. So majority of the schools we do play are in Mississippi. It's an independent school association. There is teams from Tennessee and Arkansas that are a little smaller, but most of the teams we play are Louisiana and Mississippi. I can tell you it is competitive football. You hear the names of Madison Ridgeland Academy, Hartfield Academy, who have 5-star guys, 4-star guys every year, SEC commits. So
Jackson Prep.
We're in their district coming up this year. So Jackson Prep will be a district opponent. For the last few years, we've been in 5A District 3. That's going to move. The association's going through some changes. This is a rotation of a year, or a cycle of a year. So we're actually going to be in, it's going to be called 4A now.
Okay.
And everybody's going to be in it, and then when we get to the playoffs, it's going to split kind of like select and non-select, but it's going to be by the size. So we'll split from prep when it comes to playoffs, which is a bigger school for us with enrollment. We go by enrollment 8 through 11.
Okay.
That's the enrollment for our association, but it's different for people to understand kind of where we're at.
Right.
Oh, you're playing for a state championship in Mississippi, but I can tell you what, the league, we have a new executive director, Barrett Donahoe, who is at Pillow Academy. He's great. He's awesome. This league does a really good job of promoting us, and that's kind of the point of emphasis that we've talked about with the league is promoting Louisiana schools. We've been in this association for a long time. We mean a lot to the association. We're the 6th largest school, K through 12.
You told me 900 students.
Yeah, close to 900 students. So, it's important for us to be there. It's important for those guys to hear our concerns, and they've done that. So, just historically, just a little different. I have to explain it a lot of times, whether it's a college coach coming in, but it's starting to become, a norm for a lot of these people, just understanding the association, understanding where we're at, and understanding kind of the guys that we go on the road and play, and the ones that come to Amite City and play us.
Coach, I appreciate it because 29 years ago, I didn't know nothing about it until, the magazine. But learning the schools, watching film of the schools, and watching the talent, man. Glenbrook and
doubt.
Silliman,
Yes.
when Central Private was
Yes.
MAIS.
Yes.
Just so many good, Claiborne Academy and
Yep.
Briarfield, and I mean, there's a lot of talent,
Yes.
big linemen.
100%.
And like yourself, you went to Southeastern,
Yep.
played football for Ron Roberts,
Sure did.
who's now really high and mighty right now coaching. He was at Baylor, now he's at Florida with Billy Napier. And you had a chance to go, I mean, you went to a mini camp for the Steelers, which is my team, by the way. And
It was till I got cut. but
there you go. Well, I
no,
mean, you know,
no,
you were there.
no
A lot of
doubt.
people can't say they were wearing a Steelers uniform for a week, but you had one of your own players go to Southeastern recently, going there, Tanner Spears, and you were a heck of a player at Southeastern in your day.
Well, some might say that, but we've had a lot of guys recently go through there. Some all-conference guys. Branson Swable, tight end, big tight end, 6'6" kid that went through there. Thomas Lee played there. Was a big-time special teams guy. Ended up playing. Kind of went through that COVID era.
Yeah.
Tanner Spears, I'm excited about him. Styles Guidry's there right now. He signed the year before. He just talking to the coaches. I expect him to get on the field on defense. Started on 2 special teams.
Big guy.
He's a true freshman, big kid. So we've had a line of guys that Southeastern enjoys getting. I think when they leave here, they have a tough mentality. They're strong in the weight room. We take that serious. One of the biggest, I think, upsides to our school is we get these kids in 7th grade in our weight room because they're on the same campus as them.
Yeah.
Our kids start at 3 years old on this campus and they end at 18. And that's important. I think it's a pride thing. It's an issue. It's a reward for these kids to see those older kids on campus and look up to them. And it's pressure for the older kids to be that mentor, right?
Yeah.
So the Southeastern Oak Forest kind of partnership, I'm excited to continue that going with Tanner and being able to go watch those guys. And obviously I take pride in a lot of being an alumnus of that place, and it did a lot for me, and I had a lot of great coaches, and just being so close, graduate from here, I was at the Likes. I went to Amy High School for a little bit and knew a lot of the public school ball, but I can tell you this football in this league is really good football. You can kind of look up. We played a Purvis High School out of the public school out of Mississippi last year. We were able to pull off a win against them, which was a 4A public school, a lot bigger. And when I say 4A, it's a little different than our A's.
Right.
The 4A is going to be bigger than the 5A over here just because of the amount of schools. But obviously having that community type feel and be able to go to those Southeastern games and getting back to that is exciting for our students and our players.
And Drew, I want to mention this. Y'all have had a lot of baseball guys go MLB.
Yes.
From this high school.
Yep. So we've had some guys drafted. Recently we may have a guy drafted this year, Logan Prochet. This baseball team we have this year is probably one of the best ones we've ever had. You'll probably sign 5 to 6 guys on this team. They've lost in the state championship against Magnolia Heights the last 2 years. If you look them up, they're ranked top 10 in the United States.
Is it Mississippi school?
Yes.
Mississippi,
yes.
yeah.
Senatobia, Mississippi, right there close to Memphis, actually.
Wow.
But if you look them up, they're a top 10 team in the nation, and we've beat. We've taken down some pretty big opponents. Had a big series win against Columbia Academy. We have senior night tonight against Silliman, doubleheader. So just a lot going on, but all sports. Basketball had a great year. We lost in the state championship to Heritage Academy, which is a northern Mississippi team. Coach Curtis does a great job with those guys. Lost it kind of last few years, but been very competitive as well as our other sports. So got a lot going on here, and I'm thankful being the head of school. I'm not just a football coach. I take pride in all of our sports and in everything we do here. So just an exciting time for us.
Well, Drew, I want to let people know that are not from this area that Oak Forest is in Amite, Amite, Louisiana, 15 to 20 minutes from Hammond. Not bad. Not far from New Orleans, not really that far from Baton Rouge, where I live.
Correct.
And great facilities. I was very impressed. We'll show those off during your interview, but really nice field and baseball, football, great facilities. Saw your weight room, man, and you got your meeting room in here. That's really nice, and y'all do a phenomenal job here, Coach.
Very, very thankful for the board, our community support. We were able to turf our softball field 2 years ago. We're redoing our football field here at the end of April. So a lot of support and pride from our alumni that like to give, and our school, our board of directors who has kind of saw my vision for our school. We were able to build a $1 million building, elementary building for our younger students. So you know, a lot of excitement around here for this school, and kind of controlling our growth because we've kind of exploded lately. But we got great kids, you know, with great mentalities and that want to learn and want to become accountable guys and girls. So just excited to be a part of it, blessed to be a part of a really good school community.
So this is what I was wanting to help you with too. If a mom or dad's watching, or grandparent, and they live in Hammond or, you know, Independence, or, you know, anywhere that's drivable to here, how would they get in touch with somebody if they're interested in being a student here?
Yeah, we could call the front office. We have a website that we keep as up to date as you can find. All our events that are going on, we have an admissions director, Allison Leto, who is, you'll see on the website, but call and ask for her. What I would say, we get a range of students from probably a 30 to 40 mile radius. And if you want your child to be pushed in the classroom, you know, athletically, you know, to be taught a Christian-based education, then we're your place, and we're going to pray with them in the mornings. We're going to do our pledge, and we're going to do the right things for our kids to grow up in an environment I think that our parents and our grandparents would definitely be proud of.
Well, thank you, Drew. Appreciate you, Coach, for letting me be here today.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.